Hallo, ik ben Arjan en welkom bij Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge Special Edition. Nou, er waren genoeg reacties op het slot van Monkey Island 1 om ervoor te zorgen dat ik meteen maar doorga met Monkey Island 2. Ja, ook deze heb ik al echt heel vaak gespeeld op allerlei verschillende platforms. Dus, maar goed, de Special Edition, die heb ik dan nog nooit gespeeld. Dus in deze nieuwe vorm heb ik nog nooit gespeeld. Alleen de oude versie. Maar goed, ontzettend veel zin in. Dus laten we maar meteen beginnen en dan kijken we alweer waar het verder gaat. Play new game.
Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop.
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Mooi. Daar zijn we dan.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Goed. We zitten op Scab Island. Part 1, de Largo embargo. Daar zijn we nu. Zullen we nog heel even kijken hoe het eruit zag? Vroeger. Met deze Guybrush. Eens even kijken hoor. Hoe deden we dat ook alweer? Hoe schakelen we om? Er is een knopje voor, dacht ik. Oh ja, deze. Ah. Die was ook mooi. Maar dit is toffer. Kijk, hier hebben we een bord. En daar kunnen wij naar kijken.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Oops, I think I broke the sign.
Oké, we hebben de schep. En we gaan hier naartoe.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Oké,
Who's gonna make me, shorty?
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up on these roughing up on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo, LaGrande.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
goed. Largo LaGrande was dat. We gaan snel door. Kijk, wat hebben we hier? Een deur. Hier hebben we de Woodsmith. Zullen we even met hem praten?
Yeah?
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo LaGrande.
Oh, I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Goed. Even kijken. We hebben hier de workbench. Ja, ik denk dat we hier niet moeten zijn. We gaan even verder kijken. Goeie tongtwisters waren dit. Even kijken.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below. The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill.
Even kijken hoor. Daar hebben we volgens mij... Ja, Wally.
Hello.
Nice monocle.
Thanks. I can't see a thing without it.
Oké. Hij ziet niks zonder monocle. We gaan even verder praten.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Even kijken.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dat was het al?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Oké.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files.
The who? You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but If I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. Only sissies use maps.
Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Who couldn't?
Even kijken, hebben we nog één ding? Ja, maps.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners. You know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
Goed.
So you've told me. Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, be my guest.
Hij gaat nu bezig en terwijl hij bezig is, legt hij dit ding neer en die pakt op.
Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without my
kijken.
monocle.
Hier is het papier.
Where is that thing?
It's a pile of blank paper.
Oké,
I swear I put it right here.
even zien. Wat hebben we nog meer?
I
Die
hope I
kaart.
didn't lose it.
Nice map.
Not for sale, though.
I can't reach it.
I'll never be able to afford a new one.
Hij zit te mopperen, wat hebben ze
How am I
monocle gehad?
supposed to work?
Beetje zielig, maar toch.
Dang.
Nice map. I can't reach it.
Aha.
Oké, wij hebben zijn monocle,
I'm
we
such
hebben
a
een stuk
dope.
papier en we gaan weg. We gaan eens even kijken in de bar. De Bloody Lip. Het ziet er geweldig uit dit. Die man, zie die rode neus. Oh, prachtig. Booze.
Nice.
Goed, gaan we te praten.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LaGrande.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Goed,
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
even kijken. Ik wil grog.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
Oké, goed.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
Yeah, boy?
Hij heeft een bord buiten hangen.
I saw your sign outside. what's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Wie is Kate?
Who is this Kate person?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Is that job available yet?
Sorry, that guy I hired is doing just fine, so far.
We kunnen doorzeuren.
Is that job available yet?
Sorry, that guy I hired is doing just fine,
Oké.
so far.
Toch niet. Goed.
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Goed, wij gaan verder.
Nice place you have here.
Want,
See ya.
even kijken hoor, wat hebben we hier allemaal? De piano.
I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother. I
Even
should have
kijken.
practiced. It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge.
Oké, we zetten dat ding aan. Hebben we verder nog iets? Nee, dat is het. Ja, dit. Spits dripping down wall. Daar kunnen we wel mee. We hebben dat papiertje namelijk. En dat doen wij gewoon even hier op de spuug loslaten.
Yuck.
En nu hebben wij een papiertje met spuug.
Hey, hired help only.
Oké, wij moeten eruit nu. Even kijken, dat is er namelijk een... even zien. Ja, hier zie je. Een raampje. Komen we er toch in? Oké. Hij heeft ons nog niet gezien?
Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
Hij is aan het koken, we mogen hem niet storen.
The fire's out.
Oh, een mes, pakken we mee. Even kijken. Verder, kunnen we hier nog wat verpakken? Nou, kom op. Hup, canned goods.
I hate fruit cocktail.
Kunnen we die niet open doen?
I'm no cook. It's a cold potato and leek soup. It's too heavy.
Oké, we nemen het allemaal niet mee. We gaan eruit. En vervolgens... Oké, goed. Dit schip. We leren al die mensen kennen. En dat is belangrijk. Dat is altijd belangrijk in het begin. Kijk, dan hebben we weer 3 van die snuggere gasten.
Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks. No, we don't clean leather.
Dit is de wasserij.
Not responsible for stains left on clothing.
Oké.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
Goed.
What do you know about Largo LaGrande?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
Goed, wij gaan
Oops.
met die
I
gasten
thought I
praten.
wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
We gaan even met deze lui praten. Men of low moral fiber.
They're sleeping peacefully.
Ik heb nog een kleine herinnering aan 3 mannen en een rat.
Yoo-hoo.
What is it?
Dit zijn ze ook, hè?
Long time no see.
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Guybrush?
Is that your rat?
Yes. We call him Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
What does this have to do with performing?
I'm getting to that. The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
Mafia dus.
Yeah?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats.
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
And search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop? I'm looking for that too.
Well, I hope your luck is better than ours.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
That you should bore passersby to tears with long stories?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation. So to speak.
Right.
Okay.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But...
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
Well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Groundophobia?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
Fear of killer whales?
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Oh ja hoor.
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Goed, dat was een heel lang gesprek, maar daar werden we ook even op aangesproken. Hier is een doos. Kun je die open doen? Eens kijken, we gaan een rat vangen. We gaan geen rat vangen, want we hebben geen kaas. Die rat wordt er niet warm of koud van. We pakken wel die emmer op.
Hey, leave that alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well,
No.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Kijk, zo makkelijk gaat dat. Goed, we moeten dus naar de houthakker toe voor spul voor zijn been. En we zijn alweer bijna een half uur bezig. Ja, eerste aflevering, veel gepraat, een beetje weten waar we zijn, wie al die mensen zijn. We hebben nog niet alles gehad. Hier is nog een schip. Maar ja, dat komt de volgende keer. Ik wil je bedanken voor het kijken. Duimpje omhoog is welkom. Deel de video met iedereen. En dan zie ik je dolgraag de volgende keer weer terug. Bye bye.